I'm just testing out the mic to see how the project works, but I want to welcome you guys to my first YouTube video. I'm so eager to get into this. Really haven't been on YouTube much. Got into YouTube maybe like 4 or 5 months ago. My mother, who's in her 70s, was telling me how fabulous YouTube was, and I was just so busy on the grind that I don't know, I didn't have an opportunity to look up. But when I realized, wow, what I went to school for ages ago, back in 1998, got my master's and degrees from A&M in radio, television, journalism. I realized, dang, I didn't have to do all of that. I could have went right here to social media and made it happen. So I'm just testing out how to create these videos and how to put them together so I can get this thing popping for 2023. Okay, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started, and you guys show me some grace, because again, this is like my first video. Earlier, if you looked at my first screen, I said that Melanie is the next Oprah. That's definitely what I believe about her. She has made moves in ways that I haven't seen many people do in reality TV. This woman went from coming on TV, airing out her life for the world to see, having judgment cast on her, and truly having a story that used to be my story 15 years ago, or probably longer. I was divorced, and I actually ended up leaving my marriage, which means people thought I should have stayed in, because he was the one with the millions behind his name, and I was just the, let's just say government worker, because I don't want to give out my profession. So to see this woman step out on her own, I was happy to see her tell her story, because for a very long time, I've been trying to tell mine, but because I wasn't really, I had to really struggle, to make sure my kids were good. So for a very long time, I thought I wasn't able to breathe. So to see her story, to see her make the moves that she made for this generation, I feel like, she's the next Oprah. Okay. And then she comes online and she gives you, business tips to help you get where you need to be. It's like, you don't find too many people coming online and doing that on Instagram, really, trying to show you how to work your business, showing you her grind, showing you how she's doing this, she's doing that. One thing about her, she has a dope support system. Her mother is in her life, and she has her team and her manager, and just all those different components to help her be successful. So again, for me, I think, these young girls out here now, I don't know who their role models are. And half the role models that they use, they're horrible. I mean, because they're not doing what they should be doing as far as telling you the truth on how they got where they got. So, again, the role models need to change it up a little bit. When I was coming up, Oprah was my role model, Iola Johnson. And for, to this day, Oprah still is. She gave Melanie Shari a chance to come, to the world and show her greatness. So for me, you have to get behind that. So you have all these haters coming for her. It was my intent to get a channel just to be part of the supporters of this Black mother doing her thing. My background is in radio, television, journalism, but again, I haven't been able to breathe. So I was like, if I'm going to get it started, after all the degrees and everything, 10, 15 years after the fact, let me start with being part of the YouTube family that stands 10 toes down behind Melanie Shari and what she's trying to do, her and her M&M kids. And just, helping her block those haters and give it encouragement. Now, let's just talk about this reunion really quickly. First of all, she held her ground. She came out the other day and discussed why she held her face and her body the way she did during the reunion. Because even I was like, girl, your face is stank for days. However, I get it. I I'm still staying face at my ex-husband. Like, I don't want to be around that man. I don't want to be in the room with that man. I completely got it no matter what. But then to hear that you have, Marceau and his chick, trying to use their car. I mean, aren't they big, dog boss hogging? Couldn't they just show what they vehicle in the first place? I mean, it's not your first reunion, so you know how to do it. So now I understand why her facial expression looked the way to look, as she was feeling the way she was feeling, outside of having to sit next to, half the people on the damn platform of the devil. So I didn't want to call this po child the devil. I love how she corrected their grammar. That was so damn funny to me. So let me just talk about a little bit, because this is old now, because it took me a minute just to even get here to even try to work with it. But for this woman to sit on this platform and take this by herself, I thought that was like super amazing. Kiki, I felt like she was put in it. I mean, I don't know if she put herself in this place or how it happened, but she was kind of like in between, like, she was trying to tell the truth, but she was still trying to be loyal to both sides, and at a point like that, when you're having to be loyal to both sides, you just have to tell the whole truth and the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help you God. So I'm happy about Kiki. I hope she will become a fixture on the show so we can see her side. I think she would be able to bless a lot of people with her story, as far as her struggle and what she went through to overcome her addiction and still be great again. A professional woman, an educator. So I do hope to see more about Kiki's story. One thing that on the reunion that I picked up on is that everybody is afraid they're going to lose their job. Honey, especially when Melanie was like, oh, I would never, ever, need to be friends with them anymore, be around them anymore. Like, I could care less about your apology. They start looking like, nigga, what the fuck is we going to do if all of a sudden she bossed up and really put that hat on and press the gas on them? You know what I mean? And get rid of them, because they do bring, the other element of ratchet, because they say all type of crazy things that are unorthodox. They lie and they gaslight. And as far as Tisha's saying, people are throwing rocks and hiding their hands. No, honey, that's what your husband does. You know what I mean? Like, and he got your head so big and blew up. It's just amazing to me. But Melanie honestly held her own. She talked about Martell's shoes. That was so funny. She was like, in them ugly shoes. And y'all, tell me or not, is Martell acting with them facial expressions? Because he be looking like super crazy. What? Like, hand on his chest. He be throwing his hand up over his mouth and stuff. He like, oh my God. Oh. And Melanie looking like, not Melanie, Destiny looking like a circus clown with that makeup. Somebody, when your eyes already big, please don't let them paint circles on you with the makeup. Do something different. Go a different direction. Go up. Because they got you looking crazy. And you are just so unloyal. Like, I didn't even take out the time to put a picture of her up here, because she just so dusty. Like, who does their homegirl like that, their homeboy like that? Like, if you holding secrets for everybody, then shut the fuck up. Like, you being salty, and why all of a sudden you siding with this nigga? Like, what did he do for you that causes you to side with him? Considering the fact the wife didn't even know who you were, where you been like all these years. Like, you just popped the fuck up, and now you are his friend, and you ride and die with him. I mean, like, the streets are saying, oh, I forgot to tell y'all. All of this is my commentary, okay? My opinions are alleged things that I saw, and it's just for entertainment purposes. Let me get that out there so I don't get sued on my first video. So anyway, back to Destiny. Like, I have no respect for you, because you came on here like so down for Melanie, and then all of a sudden, you, knowing this type of nigga Martell is, decide to jump ship and be his bestie. Like, that's crazy for me. I don't understand that. And then, social media streets out here talking about how Melanie held your ass down. She was with you for 6 days, when your son was sick, the whole 9. And you still want to like bomb first on her for like no reason. Like, I wish they would have went ahead and go ahead and let that air it out, play it out right there at the reunion, when they was all, no, don't say nothing, like slaves. Don't say nothing. No. I wish she would have wanted to let you should have went on and said what you need to say, player. Melanie told you gonna come for. I know that's when nigga ready. She was like, let's go. They should have went on aired out whatever the hell your lame ass had to say because it probably didn't hold shit. Didn't hold water. And if the social media streets are right, you are no type of home you're no type of home girl, and I know she got a lot to lose, but you probably a bitch that's on her shit list that wants to whip your ass. Because how you go, if this is alleged, and say this woman had an abortion by somebody else's baby, why they, of course it's probably why they was split. Hell, fuck it, if it was while she was with that nigga, he had a whole stupid cold ass hoe for 5 years. So she ought to be do what she want to do. Is many getting free dick cards as possible. She could have been able to do that. But the fact, but for you to go out there, like after her busted down husband already tried to put her medical conditions out there to the world, for you to do that, you lame as fuck, for real, for real. Like, you don't deserve to have any friends at all. Okay, that's why you got to be some type of hoe for your husband just leave your ass like after how many weeks after you had your baby? Okay. Point taken. So, you turn around and do this to this woman. It's mighty funny how her and LeBeric are now mending friendships. They probably sat down, traded those war stories, and figured out where the lies were. And yes, your phone was pinging and dinging on Melanie's phone. So therefore, she know you was calling her ex-husband at 1 and 5 in the morning. Now, what the fuck y'all got to talk about at 1 and 5 in the goddamn morning? Let's keep this all the way 100. I'll wait. They cut all this shit out. That shit should have been in there. We need to see what this troll is really up to. I didn't have a picture put up for her again, but I should have. Kimmy, I'm sorry. Y'all can talk all the noise you want to talk about Kimmy. I like how she rolled out in this reunion. I think she gave her support the way you're supposed to do it. And so I was in complete agreement with her. She didn't let nothing slide. Now, some questionable shit is not wanting us to know what Maurice do out the forest. Interested in me because forest so early, still in the evening. But okay. So that about Kimmy. I think she looked great. Praying for her. Want to see her recover. She is one of the characters that I like the most. Okay. Outside of Melanie. Melanie's my favorite. But I like me some Kimmy. Kimmy, like, she keep it all the way 100 in row. She even busts on her husband when he lying. Which I think is like super cute. How she be like, sit down somewhere with all that extra because you're not telling the truth right now. So, maybe you have forgotten like you normally do. I don't know. I don't know lawyers to forget as much as he has done. However, I digress. So, and thinking about Melanie Holt and her emotions at the reunion. Again, there's a lot of speculation behind there was things that happened that we were not able to see. And therefore, her emotions were not so much about Martell, a bitch ass crying. It was more about probably how he was acting a goddamn fool and causing problem with production, things of that nature. You just never really know. But either way it go, I think anybody would have some type of emotion, whether you are, especially as new as it is, even though it's 2 years. They had all those kids together. Like, this could be a lifetime hurt for one or the other person. You feel what I'm saying? So I get her emotions. Either it was because of the backstage shit or what we saw. I completely get it because she is pretty much closing her chapter on this nigga's ass. For real, for real, for real. You know what I mean? Like, she stood alone on that stage. Period. Hands the fuck down. There was definitely some elements of Martell that I was proud of. He pretty much did not completely side at all with any parts of the Scots. He definitely reiterated the fact that he was hurt, but I still feel like what he's done in those 2 years has been some bullshit. He could have tried harder to prove himself to Melanie through his actions. His words just did not align with absolutely positively nothing. He was a creep out in the streets, especially with that that bitch. Like for real. Like I have nothing nice to say about her except for she is a cold, slow hoe. Like not only did he, Melanie left his ass, he went on to Shari. They broke up and they get back together, and you still down. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. The streets ain't had too much to say about you. And everything again, guys, is alleged. But I just know that when he stepped out with Shari for her birthday, which I think was a complete act because he's quite hurt behind the fact that Melanie has a new man and she made it clear with that song Cuffing Season. So he had to come back out again. But I'm going to talk about that in a little bit because say what you want, y'all. But this is all an act from beginning to end with all of this shit with this nigga Martell and this woman Shari. So for me, it's like, even with it being an act, he still has never brought you public except outside of the video that your ass was recording and speaking sign language in the back of the car. He was telling you what to say about the wine. And then people online, they so slow. They were oh, that's cute. How the fuck is it cute when you a secret? Oh my God. After they didn't already expose your ass, you still a secret. So for me, you are such a cold, slow hoe. I mean, for real. I mean, Shari had to tell you what she say? I'm a cold, but old but cold. But this bitch here, she's cold. She's a cold, slow hoe. Like, she be public supporting this nigga. And he don't even support you. Like, you just stupid for me. And I swear you be stalking Melanie's pages because no matter what that woman do, right down to eating food on camera, you're going to do it as well. She puts out her video of her, like she put out a couple of weeks ago of her pretty much putting Sugar Mama to sleep, and Sugar Mama says, I want my daddy. You on the video on Instagram with some stupid shit on home training kids when your ass need to be home trained. And again, this is my opinion. This is all of this. This is my commentary on this girl. I just feel like, come on now, you see it online, you was ghetto. You ain't too goddamn ghetto. Because the ghetto bitch ain't finna deal with this shit. You ain't just gonna keep coming online with this woman and embarrassing me and not ever claiming me. I'm going to be done with you. So as you stated, in 2023, you're not saying nothing. Let's go ahead and keep that energy and let's not say nothing. Because for you to say something makes you look so fucking stupid. Stupid, okay? That's somebody's husband. Okay, well, was. And so back to Martell and Shari. From the beginning, I promise y'all, they sat down and they wrote this stuff out. It's not like they breaking up and getting back together. It was planned that way. So he knew he knew Melanie had a man. Okay, so he was already plotting not to look fucking stupid. Think about the timeline. When Melanie released her new man, all of a sudden he was back with Shari or whatever, because the streets were saying they was together, not together, broke up, internet streets. Hell, I don't know. Shit. They unfollowed, refollowed, and don't follow no more. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So however, the internet streets were saying they was broke the fuck up. No sooner she do that, here he come. They back together, and I'm thinking to myself, act much, because this is all planned out. So then he already knew he had nutted the fuck up on the damn reunion and ran out like a madman and screaming and beating on his chest and shit, allegedly. So they had already wrote that in. Well, they probably went back to the drawing board, to the storyboard. Let's write that in. Put a square here. Martell acted a motherfucking fool. So how are we gonna look good in front of society? So after the reunion, I need you to immediately unfollow his ass. Okay, girl? Because we gotta have you looking good on Bravo. Fuck this shit. You can't just keep taking his ass back. You just can't. But hell again, I don't know. They might pop back up together again. That's why I'm like, act much. Because the chemistry is fucking weird. Like, it is so like... Oh my God, like, did I get that line right? Did I do that right? That's how they look like they on set. And They trying to figure it out. Like, I don't know. People talking about it's friends with benefits. Hell, I don't think it's no benefits between them two. They don't look like nobody in cross levels. And I just feel like Shari got a tad bit more class just to be jumping on every dick she see when she just got over the prison dick. I just don't, I think this is all Hollywood. Y'all got to remember Shari had just came on back to the good old Real Housewives of Atlanta, even though she's the OG. And we was sick of talking about that goddamn fashion line that had never happened. And then that bitch, well, it finally happened. And this shit was from some online Chinese stores, the same one that the Coleslaw Holt shop is. So it was just hot ass mess. So, I mean, what else do? We going to talk about, we just going to be known as the woman who can't keep a real nigga. I mean, I don't know, because for me, they both are fake storylines. So I don't know. I just feel like act much. Y'all go get some acting classes, because, I mean, I'm just sorry. Like, y'all need to hire somebody else to take some pictures of y'all so we can really see what y'all really doing, so we can see there's real chemistry, because it just seemed like, no. It's just giving not real still for me, the way, like just how they are, it just seems so not real for me. So I want them to do better, may take some classes or something, I don't know. But she did look cute. I loved her, hot pink outfit. Her hair was bomb. Her makeup was flawless. I just feel like it's the act, because number one, he talks about always, I'm going to get married again. I'm going to have kids again. And that's not what's going on, player. I'm sure not going to do this shit again. And I don't know if she can. I know back in the Bible days, there was, I'm just trying to say though, I don't feel like she's doing that. But, I feel like this was written out from the very beginning. And there may be another twist to it. We hear that Martell is getting ready to go to therapy for this next season, since he's been talking about it. And I feel like, from the beginning, player, if you really wanted your wife back, you should do that in the first place. You should have cut the cold, slow hole off. You should have never gotten into a relationship with Shari. You just should try to figure out how to be the best man you could be, and possibly had hope that you can get that woman back. It may have worked. I don't know. I really don't know. I just don't feel like you tried hard enough. I think now you just definitely need a paycheck, and you need more support. So you're going to go ahead and go to therapy, and maybe that'll win back Shari as well. I have no idea. I don't know what your plan is. It's quite baffling to me. But you do have a tendency to juggle women, allegedly. I don't know. According to Melly, there are other women outside of the Coleslaw Holt and Shari. But I digress. Okay, so talking about Stormi, people are still going hard on Stormi. And all I can say is I've been in a situation where I've been friends with everybody from both sides. I mean, it's still like that today. You feel what I'm saying? And one thing I never do is share with the other side what the other person is saying. And when you trading in war stories, I let you know 9 times out of 10, I'm really not trying to hear all of that. And both parties know that I respect each side. So I feel like Stormi is doing the best she's doing coming into this setting the way it is. This is a job at the end of the day. We don't know what's going on, but Melanie says pay attention to the season that's coming up, that we'll see how their relationship plays out. I think her mother was so out of line. I think that, people just need to sit their ass down. And why the fuck is you even like in that? That's crazy to me. Like, I don't get it. Like, my mom would never. She would never, okay, unless somebody had directly said something to me, and then she still would never. She would never go on a social media platform and act the fool. I have seen so much ignorance from old black ass women these past couple of years on this very show. And I know Oprah is not for this ratchet ass shit, because she has said it before. It don't make no damn sense. Like, the way they be acting and coming for folks and saying all type of stuff, calling this woman a hoe. You don't know this woman from no damn body, just like we don't know you, boo. So for me, I thought, when I first saw your ass, I thought you had some type of oomph about you, but I guess the fuck not. But I feel like Stormi's in a hard place with her mother, acting the uncanny fool that she acted on social media.
I really think she's in a hard place. And then she has Melanie. Like, what the fuck do you do when your mama then went all the way in on somebody and out? And people swear it's a conversation that's going on closed doors. Do you speak on it and say, well, this is what I told my mama, or this is what the alleged internet streets were saying? I don't really know. But I think on stage and the things she has said in the comments, she's made it clear, and Melanie has too, we ain't got no problem with each other. So they both have said that. So if both people are saying we don't have no problem with each other, then let that be what it is. Now, do they roll out like they used to and go swimming in the pool in the backyard? Probably the fuck not, because number one, Melanie can probably build one if she wants one. I think that was just homegirls doing what they do. Hey girl, come over girl, woo woo woo. And then her mama get all turned up in the comments. I don't know why. I guess because Wanda with her hot dog selling ass is on the way out. So, she figured, okay, I could be the next turn the fuck up mother. That's what I'm thinking. But Stormi, I happen to like her. I hope she keeps it, 100. And I think she's at work. I think she's doing her job. Now, she said ain't nothing wrong with them. But, she said one comment, she said she don't see Melanie liking her comments. And then somebody brought up the fact that you guys both, advertised each other's products the same way that in the beginning, when we think about Tisha, who needs to just chill the entire fuck up. And oh yeah, Stormi, thank you for coming. I meant to say that. Thank you for joining the show and also showing us how another young Black female bosses up and takes over the hair game. Like, I'm so, I did go ahead and get your product. And I do want to say this, I had saw Canvas Beauty products during the quarantine for 2 or 3 years, and I never purchased it because, I don't know, I just never did. I was on some other stuff, Hollywood hair and other things. When I watched the show, then I became familiar with the owner, and then I wanted to support her. So, yes, she was a millionaire, or whatever she was, billionaire, whatever. I don't know, hell, I don't look her ass up on it. She was doing it big. However, when you came to the show, which was created by Melanie Holt, Shari Holt, or whatever you want to call her, it's a particular day, you were advertised even more on a national level. You feel me? Because I had seen you on Facebook, the commercials, things of that nature. And then I went on and got your product, and I just finished putting it in my hair not too long ago. So there you have it. No matter what anybody says, and they don't want to give her, don't want to pay homage to her. Without her, we wouldn't know who half you motherfuckers are, and that's just real what that is. And I still ain't bought no goddamn chocolate in the bottle, and I'm not. But Tisha, you and these fucking puppets, this shit is so played. You supposed to be a professional ass woman. It's like, you running out stage. Sunday reunion, y'all. If you ain't seen it, she ran out stage when Kiki came out, and she was like, "I'm gonna let y'all have it." When her and Melanie were talking, and this nigga jumps up her husband Mark. So this was all put together, and they wrote this shit and rehearsed it at home. No, Tisha, please don't leave. Come back. No, don't have like that. She come back out. With these raggedy ass puppets, where she had Melanie looking like T-balls or from season 1, which lets you know where her immature ass is still stuck the fuck at. She is still stuck in season the fuck 1, and if she don't quit tripping, she gonna be just like her mama, ass the fuck out. The biggest loser with the biggest back in purple, looking like Barney. Do you hear me? All that shit talking about folks, girl, go to the gym. Okay. Because you on TV looking like that. But y'all say goodbye to one. Come on, y'all, mama's house. It's over for Miss Wanda, who couldn't think of nothing better to wear on her big day to, as Melanie say, try out this show nothing nasty food. Okay. Look at it, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here, but I just wanted y'all to focus on the biggest loser. This has been your girl, Elise Black. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, everything that I have talked about today is strictly for commentary purposes, and it's all lived from these internet streets. Talk to you later.